This team is mid at best. Go get that win. These are the games you have to win to be taken seriously.
Up next, the 76ers taking on the Nets. For Philadelphia, the best win percentage in the league. They've got talent. They've got coaching. They've got everything you need to compete for a title. Nets, Sixers, up next. The week is starting off right. Monday night, and 2K Sports presents the NBA. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Well, we are quickly reaching the end of the regular season. Doris, are you as excited as I am for the playoffs coming up?
Definitely, Kevin, and I know it's on the players' and coaches' minds. It's right there waiting for us. But let's remember, the most mature teams, the best teams, recognize games are still to be played. You cannot let the playoffs distract you from what's in front of your face.
So the next starting five. We've got Johnson. Mitchell is out there with Thomas. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Wagner in at the center, locking down the middle.
This is what Thomas has to do to be most effective. Make an impact from three-point territory.
Here's the doctor. Basket counts.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
So it's Brooklyn now. Now, here's Mitchell. Lets it go with the three. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Down low. And now here's Oubre. Fast break chance.
Well, how about the length and athletic ability of Kelly Oubre Jr.? Go ahead in there.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Outside Thomas. Back to Mitchell. Here's Kuzma. Misses the three. Out to the right wing. Pass to the doctor. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
The 76ers shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
Team foul. At the line for Philadelphia.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Johnson with it. Kuzma with it. To the middle. Here's Mitchell. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Yeah, Kyle Kuzma, we think of him as a scorer, but that was a tough target to miss. Wide open.
The 76ers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him. We'll start off this game. The doctor passes to Oubre. Pass to the doctor. Here's McCain. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good on the three-point shot.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
Brooklyn Nets come into this one after a win against the Clippers in L.A. And Thomas with the stop.
Well, you love the strong finish by Cam Thomas. So good when he's getting to his game with assertiveness.
Here's the doctor, covered by Mitchell.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
On the wing, Johnson, defended by George. A steal. Now the 76ers on the break. Fires for three. Kuzma pulls it in. Nets trail by 5. You've seen, Doris, Paul George's journey from role player to MVP candidate.
There's a reason, Kevin, Paul George is one of the most emulated players in the league with young people. His game is so well-rounded, and maybe his best attribute is his adaptability. Paul George is equally comfortable either being the lead man, or if need be, he can play with 2 or 3 other stars and still be effective. Really incredible.
The Nets have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Mitchell sets the screen for Thomas. Offensive rebound. Mitchell kicks to Johnson. Takes a 3. And it's Mitchell missing.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Sinks the three-pointer.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Thomas. There's the 3. And the 3 ball is good. Thomas got 8 points.
Well, the absolute response from 3 by Cam Thomas.
Here's the doctor, and he drives in. That's no good, but just his first miss in 5 shots. Mitchell looking it over. Now, Wagner. They double him with George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Hard for Wagner to avoid the contact. His shooting ability is going to have defenders reacting to him.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And it's the 76ers with the ball. It's a 3-point game. They come in fresh off the win against the Warriors.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good now.
Well, give them some credit for taking advantage of a weak defense and capitalizing on every mistake.
Johnson, a wide open look. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced the Nets, and they came away with a win.
Yeah, they cruised to a win in these teams' last encounter, and their field goal percentage was off the charts.
Mitchell passes to Thomas. Lets it go from deep. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got his 3rd assist on the night. The 76ers have gone 8 of 10 shooting, coming out very strong. Tries the spin move. Kuzma against Oubre. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 5. McCain. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Johnson kicks to Kuzma. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. The 76ers leading by 5. Here's the doctor. He really played well in that last game against Golden State. Nets have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Pass to Kuzma. Inside. Thomas, no luck.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
And finished off by Oubre.
Well, there's a chemistry with this group, and Oubre makes that finish look easy.
And here is Mitchell. His last outing, he had 8 points. Outside Thomas. Kuzma passes to Johnson. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. Here's the doctor, guarded by Kuzma. Embiid sets the pick for Oubre. Good on the triple. And now a 12-point 76ers lead.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Joel Embiid. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Claxton's checked in. Now Johnson. Hasn't made one yet. Wagner outside. To end the run. He can't get that one to fall. Great D that time from Oubre. Pass to McCain. Fires from deep. And it's Kelly Oubre with the 3. Oubre has got 10 points.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight. This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Here's the doctor. 13 points in the game. Oubre outside. Pass to the doctor. A 3-ball. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Mitchell dishes to Thomas. The baseline J. Robinson pulls it in.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Nobody near George. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Nets trail by 16. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Pass to Wagner. A fader. He can't get it to go. Philadelphia with the ball. They're on an 18-5 run. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Alden. David.
Hey, Kevin. The doctor in the last game against the Warriors was a man on a mission. He scored an incredible number of points and a triple-double for all that effort. He ended up with a stat line he's no doubt proud of, and I'm sure he wants to replicate it again. Kevin?
Thanks for the report, D.A. Great, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
Martin, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Maxey comes in for George. And then for Brooklyn, Ronnie's checked in, and it's DeAnthony Melton in for Cameron Thomas. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
We've also seen them show a willingness to take advantage of the mid-range opportunities. The defense conceding these looks, and they're cashing in.
And the 76ers making a change here. Brown's checked in. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. The Nets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
At the line for the Nets,
No good on that. is his first trip to the line tonight.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
And, Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
We've got Tyrese Maxey, Oubre out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Russell Westbrook, and it's the Doctor in at the point. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Milton with the ball. 8 points his last outing. Outside, Martin takes the three. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
The Doctor passes to Westbrook. Over Martin. Westbrook, no good. The Nets have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. Now, here's Melton. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Axton a screen on Maxey. Whitehead's shot is off.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Oubre. Rebounded by the Nets.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Nets passing it around. Here's Melton. No good on the three. Philadelphia has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter.
And you do not want to be on the receiving end of that. Embiid throwing it down with some funk.
Here's Melton. Pass to Clowney. Martin with it. Driving to the basket. And Embiid with the block. And he recovers it. Melton's shot is good.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
Here's the Doctor. It's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
The Nets have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Now here's Melton. Guarded closely. Fires it up. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's the Doctor, covered by Martin. Pass to the Doctor. That 3 off the mark. The Nets shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Here's Melton. 5 points in the game. He was all alone on that one. Melton's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
To the wing right side. It dropped for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Timeout called the Nets. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. He's been on fire lately. Let's take a look at your Eastern Conference Player of the Week, the Doctor.
Well, he's been an absolute magician when the ball has been in his hands. There isn't any aspect of the offense that he hasn't contributed in, and it's been a pleasure to watch. I mean, unless you are an opposing coach, then his play has been a vivid nightmare.
And here's Johnson outside. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got 3 assists in the game. Philadelphia leading by 23. And you talk about complementary pieces, Doris. Cam Johnson could fit on any team in the NBA.
And that is because, Kevin, he has got one of the most valuable skills in the game today. That's range shooting. He's got size and a quick release, and he just continues to grow on the defensive end.
Mitchell right side. Pass to Thomas. Offline with his three. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Here's the Doctor. Nailed from three-point land. The Doctor's got 25 points in the game.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Here's Thomas. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
Here's the Doctor, and he converts the late. He's got 27.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Outside Thomas. Pass to Johnson from downtown. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Robinson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 45% in quarter number 2. The shot by Mitchell, no good. Philadelphia has gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Launches a 3. Another 3 that time. A beautiful shot from the Doctor. Doctor's got 30.
When the defense totally lost track of him, he punishes them with a three-pointer. That's a bad decision.
And here are the Nets. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Well, the best way to silence a crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down.
George passes to Robinson, and it's Robinson with the jam.
Well, Mitchell Robinson will take it to the rim with authority every chance he gets.
And for the Nets, they're shooting in this game 45%. Pass to Kuzma. A minute 50 left in the first half. And that's a foul called on the Doctor. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. 76ers ahead, opening up a huge gap. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports.
Hey everybody, it's halftime. Boy, it's been a rough go so far for the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, their defensive effort uninspiring, like Kenny's acting career.
Oh, okay. I'm not even going to go through the films that you in. Stay in your lane, brother. Stay in your lane.
And now we get to check out the top performers from their respective teams in that first half.
Brought their A-games. This is what it means to try to put a team on your shoulders, Ernie.
What do you mean? I've been carrying you on this show for years.
That's not entirely true. I'd say maybe the first 2 years.
Thanks for spending halftime with us.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, the Doctor has been exceptional here today, guys.
It's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
Starting off the second half, here's Jordi Fernandez's foul. We've got Mo Wagner. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Johnson. Then it's Mitchell, and it's Thomas in at the 2. Here's Kuzma. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Kuzma's gone 3 for 7 from the floor so far tonight. And he goes in for the dunk.
Ooh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. On the wing, Johnson. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Thomas. No good with the elbow jumper. And here's George for 3. Drills it from outside. George has got his 2nd basket of the night.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Pass to Thomas. Kuzma outside. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The 76ers have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Here's Oubre. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Mitchell kicks to Thomas. Back to Mitchell to stop the run. Oubre pulls it in. Oubre has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. George looking over the floor. Pass to the doctor. Rebound by Mitchell. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Nets. Now here's Kuzma. Johnson, the pass to Kuzma. Down low. Here's Thomas. Oubre pulls it in. Oubre's got 8 rebounds in this game.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
For Brooklyn, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. On the wing, Johnson, defended by George. Here's Kuzma. And the Nets miss again. 76ers have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Here's the doctor. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. The doctor's got 36.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And that's a foul called on the doctor. That will get him his 4th. Burnett shooting not great, 40% for the game. Doctor out there with Tyrese Maxey. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Council in at the power forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Gets it to go. That one good for Melton.
Building confidence in that deep ball. 1 from distance in the first, 2 in the second.
Now the 76ers with it. Outside Westbrook. Doris, why is there so much parity around the NBA now?
Yeah, Kevin, I think the new salary cap rules have certainly contributed to what we're seeing in terms of that parity. Super teams are more difficult to assemble. The talent is more evenly spread. And obviously, it has made for a greater level of competition. What could be better?
Here's the doctor. He's guarded by Melton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for Philadelphia.
Their fast break plays have seemed unstoppable. They just keep finding ways to overrun the defense here in transition.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
The 76ers shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. To the inside, the doctor, it's good. The doctor's got 39.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Caldwell passes to Martin. Here's the screen. Here's the three. Hands it from downtown.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
To the paint. Here's Maxey. The baseline J off the mark. The Nets have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Pass to Clowney. Well, Doris, both you and I have been covering this NBA for a few years. Yeah, just a few years. What do you think of the direction of the league right now?
Just a couple, Kevin. I love it. The league is faster, it's longer, it's more skilled. Scoring is up. There's a crop of young stars. I think the league is in...
Another bucket! Wow!
That will do it. 40 points for him, and he's pulled even.
And to think, GA, at the start of the year, we'd see someone match the record for most 40-point games? Simply spectacular.
And to tie the mark of 63 games of 40 or more, it's just awe-inducing. To score 40 or more in over 3/4 of the NBA season is something that players don't even dream of.
The 76ers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Lets it go with a three. Another three for Philadelphia.
Well, they're just riding the hot hand down the stretch, and he's been in a zone all night.
Brooklyn's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And here's Melton. In a screen on Maxey. Down low. Pass to Clowney. 4 on the clock. Here's Melton. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Melton's got 19 points. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's the doctor. And he finishes nicely on the way.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
And the Nets with possession here. Now Martin. Pass to Caldwell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. They get Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
And the first one at the line is good. The Nets making a switch here. Thomas is checked in.
Taking 2 shots.
Good on both.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Count that bucket. 49 points for the doctor.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Now Melton. Pass to Caldwell. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by the doctor. The doctor's got 5 rebounds tonight and stolen by Melton. Here's Caldwell. And it's good for 2.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
The 76ers have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. The doctor passes to Westbrook. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Melton with the ball. Outside Thomas. And the basket by Caldwell. Caldwell's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, we know Cam Thomas can score, but nice facilitating right there. Set up the open man.
The doctor passes to Maxey. Philadelphia moving the ball around. The doctor can't get it to go. And so Thomas will bring it up for the Nets. Melton kicks to Thomas. Pass to Caldwell. From the arc. Thomas, no good.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's the doctor. Here's Council. Outside, Maxey Robinson, a screen on Melton. And that one's good. Maxey.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Now here's Thomas. Another shot. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
That's his 5th personal foul. 2nd team foul. At the line for the Nets, Caldwell.
He's off on the first. All the 76ers.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
And that one's good. Westbrook.
Well, Westbrook has these floaters down to a science. He gets it over the defense right in time.
Here's Mitchell. Outside Thomas. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Mitchell's got 4 assists in the game.
He tore it up from downtown in the first half. Now hits this one. Dangerous shooter, guys.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. And for the Nets, they're shooting 53% from the field in the 4th quarter. Can't ask for more than that from your offense. Here's Mitchell. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Here's the Doctor. There's the drive. Makes it off the glass. Doctor's got 53.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And here is Mitchell. Pass to Kuzma. Here's Thomas. Some solid defense for Maxey. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Here's Westbrook. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Boy, how hard does Russell Westbrook attack the defense in the paint? He is fantastic at forcing the issue.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
Brown is checked in for Philadelphia. Mitchell right side. Unloads from 9, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Now Maxey. The 3, and that's good for 3 points. A shot from the Doctor. Doctor's got 56 points in the game. Mitchell passes to Kuzma. To halt the run. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Robinson's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Stolen by Mitchell. Poked away. Here's the Doctor, and there's the drive.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Mitchell finds Kuzma. Back to Mitchell. Thomas with it. Pass to Mitchell. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got his 7th assist here tonight.
Well, that's something his coaches would like to see more of from Cam Thomas, making plays for others.
Brown outside. Outside, Maxey. There's 1:47 left in the 4th quarter. To the left side wing. Here's the Doctor. Again, what an avalanche!
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Mitchell kicks to Wagner. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
One thing you know about Mo Wagner, he will attack when he's on the interior.
Mo Wagner taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Wagner. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the 76ers.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And this team, obviously one of the elite teams. They have played with heart and passion for the game all season long, and the wins for them just keep rolling along. And tonight, it'll make win number 63.
And this will be their third win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for the Doctor.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy. In attack mode all evening.
Another miss by Philadelphia. Takes it inside. Out to Kuzma. Wagner with a screen for Kuzma. No good with the triple.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Here's the Doctor. Pass to Westbrook. There's the triple. Rebounded by the Nets. Mitchell with it. Wagner outside. Mitchell kicks to Thomas. Mitchell a screen on Maxey. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.
Son, you just passed MJ. Take a beat, sit back, and enjoy.